possibly, well in town, you could depose him.
Big, so glad you came.
Hit the wrong button.
They found Clyde Brattle, Jake.
Where was he?
Mexico City. The Senator only needs one of you.
You offered immunity.
There's also the matter of her property. Multi-unit fixer.
Save us! Monday Night Messiah!
Not my sister.
I can show you something.
The Monday Night Messiah on Monday Night Raw. What's up, everybody?
It's February 17th, 2020. For some reason, my computer thinks my webcam is my microphone, so I don't know what that was about, but I fixed it. Wow. Monday Night Raw tonight. We're going to talk about it here in just a minute with you guys. I know that I played the new, this is sort of a new commercial that I've got for some other things, so I'm going to hit you with that. We're going to get to this Monday Night Raw review, talk about it with all you guys. All the donations are on. I'm going to try to open the phone lines later on. And the Messiah is here.
When Raw, SmackDown, WWE, or AEW end, tune in to the Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
All right, that bought us a little bit of time. Able to get the settings going. Jake DeMarco is a big stiffy. He's here. He's got a big stiffy.
Yeah, baby.
So, I fell asleep.
I don't blame you. I love this new intro, by the way.
You like
I'm not just blowing smoke.
Actually,
I really like it.
To be honest, it's not an intro. It's just a commercial.
Well, stinger, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's not even. But it's not like it's weird. It's that is designed to be a
promo.
Commercial, yeah. Yeah, but you're right. It's like a promo commercial. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like
commercial.
I edited the video in like 40 minutes earlier and had to like up against the clock. And the audio guy, the dude that did the voiceover, had that whipped out in 3 hours. That guy's nuts.
That's crazy.
That guy's crazy. That guy is crazy. I mean, the whole
Epic
thing
voice.
was nice.
Yeah, so, you fell asleep. This put me in. I'm stealing your line tonight. Sorry. This put me in a coma. Like, I was so amped up for NXT last night.
Oh,
we covered it
before.
I still had all this just excitement left for wrestling. And I went into Raw with high hopes in the sense of like, all right, it's WrestleMania season. Let's see what they're gonna kick into.
You know, I thought they did some things. I thought this was different. I mean,
they didn't. It just progressively got worse, and that's the problem. It's hard to keep our attention for 3 hours.
Right.
It seemingly continues to start off okay, and then it just falls by the wayside and gets worse as the time ticks away. They made sure to kill Matt Hardy. He's not coming back now. I mean, last week they're like, he's injured. This week, he's dead. Oh, God.
I wonder why.
He's so dead.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was already dead. Vince must have loved that. Like, I don't know what.
Oh, I'm sure, because you think about it. You know, they wanted to, if Edge is coming back, then clearly Matt can come back. Well, they wanted to make sure that you knew Matt was done for.
Yeah, he's dead.
They weren't bringing him back for a match. This was the ultimate burial. They wanted to make sure you knew that his body is being cremated as we speak. Some people are like, oh, maybe they're going to turn him broken. No, they're just... I don't see him ever return. This has got to be
He might turn himself broken off of this, but it's...
it wasn't a perfect night. It wasn't horrible, but there was just so many things that lacked interest past a certain point that I felt just a big disconnect from. It was really hard for me to just get involved with it. I don't know if it was just me tonight, but it wasn't what they gave us was awful.
I'm gonna start off, dude. I'm gonna start off actually liking Raw. I'm gonna start off with optimism. This is crazy. Normally, I start the show ranting and raving about everything that sucked and everything that was bad and all these things, and I got a boo-boo. But tonight, I'm going to start with the things I liked. This is different. I'm going to start because I thought Raw was somewhat good. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, so the beginning with Matt Hardy and Randy Orton, I honestly thought that was fucking awesome.
That was great.
Randy's no idea what they were going to do
like that.
It was so like what's the word? Because it was so like it took forever for it to develop, and I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I now originally I said
it was very suspenseful.
That's suspenseful is what it was. Like seriously, it was really good. I thought it was good. Because
especially when he apologized, and you're like, all right, he'll come back, but maybe he won't. Maybe, and then he's so great at expelling emotion from his eyes.
Right.
When he gives a damn, Randy is great. But it's when he gives a damn. And you can tell he's really enjoying this right now because he is acting his heart out.
Now, again, people are already overreacting in the chat. I'm not saying I liked Raw. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I liked it. I'm telling you what I liked about it because there were parts that I liked about it that I liked.
But Tiger Blood even said it too. There were kids crying in the arena. People were shocked and appalled. But they did such a good job of laying the foundation and the work of feeling bad for Matt. You see that I too have grit, but I'm not, walking away from you. I will give you my last breath for this business. And he went on and on. I feel the same way that Edge felt, and it was powerful. It was very well done.
Here's the problem, though.
Randy was so conflicted. He's like, why didn't you just stay back there? And they're getting to what he was gonna, basically say is why didn't Edge, stay retired? That you can tell is what they're going for. And that's a great story to have. And then you had Orton apologize. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. And he's like, I respect you, but I loved Edge like a brother. And it's like, damn, plants or not. You see people, expelling emotion in the crowd. It was good.
But the problem is, here's the problem. There's a problem with everything. And the problem is, what an awesome sequence and segment and methodical and all these things well done. Like, I believed it. I kind of felt some of the emotion. Problem is, it was like a 20-minute segment of what we already saw last week. They redid exactly what they did last week. How fucking lazy are you? You did the same thing, but
they brought it up a notch, so I didn't mind it. They escalated.
I don't know.
They hit him with the chair, but then he brought him back to the outside to the stairs and took it up a notch and hit him twice.
But it's the same thing again. It's like, but what I thought was going to happen was they're going to have a match, and Orton was going to beat him up quickly, and then Orton would drag him out to the stairs like he did, and then Edge was actually going to come out. I actually thought Edge was going to come out to save Matt Hardy. I was hoping. I then thought he was going to come out during this still. When Matt Hardy grabbed a chair, I was like, oh, Edge is going to end up saving Matt Hardy. That's what's going to happen for a big pop or whatever. And then that didn't happen. But yeah, it was a great. So that's what I'm saying to you is the promo was awesome. They did a great job. It was all really good and awesome. Problem is, we already saw it last week or whatever, so we were seeing it again.
See, I didn't mind the repeat of it because they amped it up a little bit more by bringing him to the stairs and hitting him twice. My problem was some of the crowd chanting one more time when they were going to hit Matt in the head with a chair.
Dude, Matt said something like I don't know, he rhymed something like before he said I'm unkillable, he said something like I'm tenacious, I'm gracious. He said something like that, and then people started cheering that, and it was like chanting that. It was like weird.
Yeah.
So they were I was like, oh my God, dude, these guys are having this really good back and forth segment, and the crowd is trolling them. Like, oh no. Because I was thinking that because I was like, they're actually doing good. But what it was the crowd was bored because they've seen this. They've already heard this. They heard this last week. That's why the crowd was doing that. Go back and watch. The crowd literally began multiple chants. Then at one point they started chanting yes when Randy hit him with a chair. I mean, it just they lost everybody because they did it already. Vince, you fucking idiot. Like I told you a million times, these crowds have like 2-second track minds. And that's the problem. So, like,
yeah,
that's why this isn't just black and white. Raw sucked or Raw was good. There was some really good stuff in there done wrong, like, or done for the wrong reason, or done at the wrong time. Or this is one of the most complicated Raws to me in a while. And I got to tell you, I fell asleep through half of it. So I've been watching and rewatching, and during commercial breaks, watching multiple screens. Like, I'm serious. Like, Leah called up to me and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, what do you mean? Like, who the fuck? My phone didn't fucking go off. Nothing. Like, I passed out after that segment with Orton and Hardy, watching Raw. But then I had to like make up ground and go back and watch on 2 screens, different segments. Basically, the thing that I sacrificed tonight, that I'll admit to you, I sacrificed it tonight. I sacrificed the Humberto match with Garza. All right. I missed that part, and anything, I don't know what really, it looked like it was a good match. It looked like it was like some cool match stuff, but I didn't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
It's hard to give a damn, especially with more Rusev and Bobby Lashley together, with Lana out there with Zelina Vega, like, oh, the best couples and that kind of, but it's no one gave a shit. It's hard to be giving a damn, especially with Humberto.
Yeah, Humberto just, I don't care. They pushed him on us like he was the next babyface everybody wanted to see.
They tried to, and they're still going to try. But so I did like the escalation of it. I like that they progressed it, so it wasn't just him attacking him in the ring, then he brought him to the stairs. That's my personal choice. And
problem is, I like the segment. Again, I like the segment.
Yeah, but having the EMTs and doing the second concerto on the stairs.
Jake, wait a minute. Here's the other problem. He just said he's not cleared. So why weren't there people like following him like, don't go in there, Matt, don't do it, don't go. Or why didn't people almost run out immediately?
Well, he said he was fighting to get cleared. So I don't know. You figure with a neck brace he wouldn't be able to, but it was kind of odd wording.
It was just odd that nobody came out immediately.
But it's odd every time they do these things that nobody comes out. No, Orton gets beat one week, or excuse me, Roman Reigns, he's got nobody. Then the next week, you've got backup. It's just when they want someone to come to your aid, they will.
Yeah, and I know it's wrestling, and I get that. Like that, it's a
but
different.
There was once upon a time where I remember, Mick Foley getting his ass kicked, and the whole locker room emptied to support him. It's like whether we like him or not, we stand up for the good guy. You'd see all the faces run out. We don't have that really anymore. You don't see those types of lines drawn, and it's awkward at times. Everyone's standing there worried about Edge when he goes to the curtain, but no one can save him from getting his neck rebroken with a chair. So,
well, I just thought it was weird. The guy's back there begging the medical staff to clear him, and they got to be concerned about him going out there.
Well, maybe they thought, oh, he's not going to have a match. It's just him speaking. There's some way that they'll excuse it. But no, I'm not arguing. I can see them trying to write that off.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't really want to criticize that too much.
No, but it is one of those things. Anytime you have to suspend disbelief and be like, oh shit, well, why did that happen? It takes you out of it, and it's not as enjoyable. So
yeah, and
I liked how they had the referees run out at the end, the EMTs, all that, and they're trying to, but I wish Orton had struck one of the refs or something.
Yeah.
Or at least see, I would love to see a referee lay on top of Matt, you know what I mean? Like, protect him with his body and then squash them both, that kind of shit. Like, you can't hurt him kind of idea. And then he waffles both of them. So, at least some sort of bravery.
Just like two referees. Two referees come out and Randy clobbers them. Like, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get some local talent in the pinstripe.
Yeah.
Speaking of local talent, we've seen for months now Aleister Black or Eric Rowan take on local guys in squash matches. So to get these two to face off in a really good match, I enjoyed this thoroughly. They had a little bit of awkwardness about themselves, but it was unfortunate there was no build-up to this. It was just like, hey, we're giving you this match. And we've been saying for weeks, like, this is the kind of things that both of these men need. They need a solid feud, and you've had both of them basically be unstoppable. Rowan has been stomping through everybody left and right with his cage.
Who got this
and
right?
Aleister Black has been kicking everybody's head off.
Who got this right? Somebody brought this up a week or two ago, and I said, absolutely don't want to see that match because what's the point in building these guys like they are, and then they'll face each other?
Yeah.
So,
and then whoever loses, it's a major setback.
Yeah, we found out who the least important is. We found out that
exactly.
Oh, Rowan's the crazy guy with the thing in the cage, and it doesn't matter if he wins or loses; he won't do anything ever. But now we know that they're pushing. They want Aleister Black to come off serious and be a real threat. So I mean, which we knew, which is what it is anyways. So whatever, I guess. I saw some people praising it on Twitter, so I don't know yet how I feel. I saw some people like, finally something different. That's what we've been waiting for. I saw lots of comments like that on Twitter. So, I mean, okay, Rowan.
That's the thing, though, when you have two guys who are essentially on undefeated streaks against, elevation talent, it's going to hurt for either one of them to lose. So, the problem is you have so many people busy with other nonsensical things that you're running out of people to face.
My guess
I just don't want to see next week where they repeat this and now Eric Rowan gets his win back and
that's what I'm getting.
To it.
I was going to get to that. Now it's going to be he's going to face him again, and at some point he's going to drag his head to the cage, and Aleister's going to get bleeding everywhere, and something weird's going to happen to him where he's got to get payback.
Yeah, this to me just felt like it needed a bit of a bigger build-up. I felt really like we've seen them decimate people for weeks and months now, and then they go head-to-head, essentially all but unannounced. I mean, it was announced, a couple hours beforehand?
I don't mind that.
I would have liked to have seen a promo against each other or something like, you've beaten everybody. I'm challenging you to a fight. Aleister Black keeps going on and on how he's going to go and pick a fight with people now that no one picked a fight with him. So why did this match happen? At least show some reverence in the fact that they're undefeated for so many weeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or else, what was the point of all the squash matches?
I guess I don't care. I mean, that didn't bother me. Because just the idea they were facing each other, I went, whoa, that's kind of wacky. Let's see what happens. So it didn't bother me. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like sometimes it would bother me, but this time it just didn't. But assuming they don't face each other again, if this was just random, then okay.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it progresses.
Who's gonna be the messiah of this stream? So far, it's Spaz Phoenix, man. Where is everybody? What was going on? 600. We got 900 now. What the fuck is wrong with YouTube? What's going on, everybody in the chat? How you guys doing? Is everybody alive out there? Is everybody awake out there? Grab your private parts and let me know. Here comes Rycock. It's Harry Steve.
This show sucked like always minus Orton killing Hardy. All I heard was Stone Cold telling Chris Benoit to kill that son of a bitch. Baszler saying shit got a pop out of me.
Instead of that, this show sucked the major whale turd. This show can go to hell. Harry Steve, thank you for the $4, man. Yeah, we still, obviously that glitch is still happening on XSplit. It's nothing to do with my computer, by the way. It's XSplit has a glitch. Everybody's been talking about it.
Yeah, it's been happening on other streams too, so.
Yeah, it's not just me.
And then you have Matt tweet out at an hour later, he says, when tragedy fractures you and shatters you, you pick up the pieces and recreate yourself into something greater.
With a twist of Lyme disease. They got not my buddy Murphy out there with another man's face on his shirt and Disciple aka Biotch on his pants. He's getting gay cucked.
He's getting gay cucked? Oh my god, dude. Spaz
no
Phoenix,
kidding.
thank you.
Coronavirus.
Well, that read the whole thing. Maybe it's just maybe the super chats read. Spaz, you're going to take back over the belt there.
Spaz wants it.
Spaz wants the belt tonight. Yeah, I mean, so that segment put me to bed a little bit, even though I liked it, because it was a repeat. So then we got what were we at next? I'm sorry.
Well, Matt then tweeted out an hour later. Like I said, he's going on about when something fractures you and shatters you, you pick up the pieces, recreate yourself. He said the broken pieces won't be lost in limbo forever. Never lose faith. Never, as he writes it with the broken. And he links to a video that he posted earlier today, Matt Hardy in Limbo 4. He goes on saying, I was fine, then I was broken, then I was woken, now I don't know what I am, and worse than that, I suffered serious head and neck trauma, so I don't know what I'm doing and where I'm going. And you see a piece of paper down in front of him, and then he takes, like, he's going to actually sign the piece of paper, and the pencil breaks and it snaps and he throws it away. So I don't know if that's like a dig at him not signing the contract or if I'm looking too far into it. But he goes to write, and every time he goes to write, the pencil breaks more and more. Like, it's just it's pretty amusing. But he's a great actor. Then he starts choking and crying, and the video goes off. So it's a short little clip, but it is funny. I think it's more or less a dig at, you know, him not re-signing, and that, you know, they don't know what they're doing with him. That's why he's in limbo. That's how I take it. But
yeah, that's basically what I thought. I've seen his other videos too, and he's been finally getting good viewership. Because there's been a lot of videos where, you know,
he's building traction.
Yeah, his videos will get like 16,000 views or 5,000 views or whatever. But yeah, he did like 200,000 or more. It's climbing. And then, of course, during Raw, just inundated with we have to talk about it for a quick second, because during Raw, just inundated with video clips of Newman's car in the Daytona 500.
That was
Jesus
brutal.
Christ, dude. That
was one of the worst crashes I think I've ever seen.
That's one of the worst slides like I've ever seen.
Well, because I think not so much crashes, but the second impact.
Yeah, when he got waffled
because he was already
time,
upside down, and then he gets hit again, and it's like,
when he slid like
shit.
that, dude, he slid. I mean, Christ, dude, he slid like 1,000 feet at like 180 miles an hour. Like, that's insane. Like I was thinking when they were the guys calling the action were fucking retarded. Like, because they called it like it was nothing. Like, if you go back and listen to the call, the guy's like, Newman's car is just sliding, and it was like nothing was going on. Like, I would have called that like good. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but I would have called that like a goddamn wrestling call, because it was devastating. I was watching. I'm like, this is really scary. This is devastating. You know, that pavement must have melted the safety bar. Like, I mean, like, is there a safety bar? The bar
usually there's that roll bar.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude, that shit.
He's doing okay. He's in stable condition, but no life-threatening injuries. He has serious injuries, but nothing life-threatening, thankfully. But he's at a medical facility nearby.
So happy that nothing ignited. You know, there was fuel leaking out of the car even when they first came to the car. Still a fire, still fuel. That could, I mean, it was just crazy.
There's so many possibilities, and
just a weird, not the most like we've seen even other crashes where cars
massive
flip up
car
into the
pileups.
air.
But the way he got hit that second time, because he was already upside down, that sent with such impact, and that's what I think did the severe brunt of the damage. I mean, he's definitely messed up badly, but thankfully he's alive. Because when Owen, I always want to say Owen. That's going to go back for wrestling. When what was it, like 20 years ago, when Earnhardt died?
Yeah.
I think
2001 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and when he hit the wall, I was watching the race live. It didn't look that deadly.
It was 2001. Damn, I'm good.
He just
I'm
took
fucking good.
That was good. He took a spearhead, right into the wall.
Yeah,
and it didn't look like that would have killed anyone. It was just the way I guess it crushed his sternum or whatever, the damage to his chest and his heart. But
yeah, he had heavy impact. Yeah, you were like, ooh, that what a.
But the way he just, because he veered off and then went, nosedive into the wall. You're going at such a force. I understand, but you've seen such more cataclysmic crashes before. But this one looked brutal. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was February. The reason why I thought I remembered it was 2001 is because I remember a lot of crazy shit happened in 01, obviously September 11th. But that kind of got... I don't know,
tomorrow's the anniversary, so look at that.
Yeah, well, oh my God, that's weird. Well, it's the same thing. But yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, crazy race, crazy stuff. I was watching out of the corner of my eye a little bit, but didn't, it was one of those things where I wonder who's going to win the NASCAR, okay, whatever, and I moved on. And then later on, to get all the clips of it, I was like, damn, I should have kept watching it, I thought to myself. And then as I watched the crash, I went, holy shit, forget like that. This guy might be fucking dead. Like, this is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's
what forced so many safety changes, because the seatbelt broke, and they added so many safety measures post, his death, so.
Yeah. But yeah, we had to just mention it because it's a big thing that happened tonight. While,
absolutely.
While Raw was going on, people tuned in over there.
I'm curious to see what the ratings are for Raw, especially initially.
Yeah, that's
There was a lot of people, more than usual. It seemed like watching NASCAR.
Yeah, I
feel
like
Daytona 500 is usually a big deal, anyways. But this seemed like exceptionally large.
I feel like there's a lot of people watching TV tonight. I feel like there was a lot of people watching TV tonight, and I think numbers are going to be up for everybody. If you guys,
President's Day, people home from school, bored, long day.
Exactly, like the first day of vacation. I don't know what it is. I just feel like numbers up everywhere for cable TV tonight for the first time in a while.
I can believe that. So yeah, first we had the Matt Hardy thing, and then he tweets that out. But then we go ahead and we get the match between Aleister Black and Eric Rowan. I like the way that he escaped the claw, then he still gets slammed down with the power bomb, and then he hits him with the black mass. But they made him look still somewhat resilient by Rowan falling to the ropes. But then Aleister Black catches him with a second black mass. Looks like a great sell job. Gets the pinfall. So
right.
It was entertaining. Like I said, I wish there was more build up, but it was entertaining. Then Charlotte comes out, and she looked awkward, like she couldn't walk in the shoes she had. She looked like she was teeter-tottering.
Yeah, she didn't look right. She was like, "I'm wearing these." So you're like, I don't think she's getting attacked because
she was like, swaying and
wearing fucking
looked like a stiff breeze would knock her over.
Goddamn, what do you call it? Stilts Barbie.
Yeah, she points to the sign for WrestleMania.
All that matters.
I did like that Drew brought that up later, but
dude, when she started, her promo made me want to bash my skull with a hammer.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying she's robotic for ages now, but long before anybody else. And
this was really rough.
This was just tedious. This was painful to sit through. And this is what I'm saying. I was with everything that happened up until this point, and then to hear that earlier in the day we heard it after I found the news out after we finished the NXT review, which we conducted earlier on the channel, that they're going to go ahead and have the women's elimination chamber match. There's no qualifying matches. They already picked the participants, and they did it for the brand that doesn't need the goddamn chamber. Bayley has no opponent right now for WrestleMania. And Sasha and Becky is a ready-made feud. Sasha already attacked Becky. She bit her. Becky wants her revenge.
You mean Baszler?
Yeah.
You said
Baszler,
Sasha. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I'm all there today. Shayna, I meant to say. Christ. So she attacked, Shayna bit her, and Shayna went ahead and, drew blood, literally and figuratively. Becky wants her revenge on Baszler. And lo and behold, it's a ready-made feud. It's good to go for Mania. You don't need Shayna to win an elimination chamber.
This is like
Plus,
having
putting
Charlotte
Shayna with the women that are in the chamber. It's like chump change. It's pointless.
Well, I mean,
besides Asuka, no one is a credible threat. You have the entire former Riot Squad and Natalya. Mm-hmm. None of those four are going to be going against Becky. The only one I could see is Asuka, but we just had a whole feud between her and Becky, so that would be pointless. So obviously it's Shayna.
It's just to build Shayna. I get it, and we get it.
But they don't need to. She's coming off of, basically close to a 3-year stint.
She kind of looked like an idiot in the Rumble, so.
She's got a 3-year. Well, she had 9 eliminations, and then the ending made her look foolish. Right. But they can show everything she's done in NXT and recap it for the main crowd for how long she was dominant for. And they don't need to have the chamber match. The chamber match should be for the SmackDown women's roster.
It's backwards. She should win the chamber and then show up at some point and attack Becky and eat her like she did. So they jumped the shark is what happened.
Yeah, that would have been better as well. But even still, the Raw side does not need the chamber match. You have no one ready to go on SmackDown. You have built no one. Carmella just lost again. You have no number one contender, and no one is in a position to challenge Bayley for the title.
I don't think
not one star is ready.
I think they hate that. I think they don't care about Bayley in that title.
But that's the problem. So I thought that Lacey Evans would have won it months back. That didn't happen.
She lost. So, do we ever know why Lacey lost straight up?
Well, it was supposed to be where Bayley pulled the tights and got an unfair victory, but Bayley
didn't
execute the finish properly, so it looked like she just pinned her clean.
Which is what
so
happened.
they've been trying to avoid that. It looks like, not play the replay. They kind of made it seem like it never happened. Because now this week we're supposed to get an interview with Lightsey and kind of an update.
Oh my God!
But she was ready made. Now she lost, so that sends her to the back of the line. Sasha isn't really around. If she is, she's
questionable.
Bayley's teammate, so that's questionable to have them feud at this point. Why would that happen? And Bayley's got a match at Super Showdown. It's like, get there and make it. I don't know. The whole thing just
everything is just being done out of order. It feels like, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
like the Charlotte showing up, like you said the other day, her showing up on NXT. It's like, what? Why did she come out already and have this stuff with Rhea Ripley? Why didn't she just show up on NXT and do that? And then they could have had their exchange on Raw, like where Rhea shows up.
Exactly, but wait to do it till after Rhea Ripley has her match with Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
This way it's not so predictable for the outcome.
Everything is backwards. Everything is just do it like, we can't wait. Just throw it out there. Got to do it. Like that's what it feels like. It's like why are we on fucking ADD with everything? Like everything comes off wrong. And yeah, robotic Charlotte comes out there. Well, like, oh my God, dude, her promos like just kill me at this point. Like, it's what the hell was? I didn't hear what she said. I just heard fucking. That's how she sounds to me when she talks, like a dog, like a talk, like. Woo, 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 whatever she does.
Ooh.
Oh my God, man.
She's like, she didn't scratch and claw and fall down as often as I did to earn respect.
This smells like my vagina.
And I take exception to you coming to Raw and holding up the title. I put that title on the map. So apparently Bayley and Sasha don't count. But she said pride comes before the fall, and I'm going to humble you.
Yeah, again, she always repeats like something like that, like some like quote or poem or musing or whatever the fuck, and it's just like it
gotta be inspirational,
She imagine her reading. I'm trying to think of who she's like, but like I can't imagine her like reading a library book to kids. Like I would stick a pencil in my wrist. Like, get me out of this fucking library right now. What's up, chat? How you guys doing? Hit that like button if you got a hard one. Do you have a hard on in the chat? Hit the like button. Woo! You see that, Charlotte? That's how you do it. Woo!
And they paid no attention to Bianca Belair at all. They didn't bring her up once, so there's not going to be a triple threat. There was some semblance of a question if that would happen because Charlotte did hit Belair last night. She gave her a shot on her way out, but didn't happen. So they didn't bring it. It's not going to be a triple threat.
Oh,
that's all but said.
No,
and
I
done.
would hope that wouldn't happen.
I wouldn't want it to happen either, but there was some, discussion.
I wonder if they don't defend that title on NXT, like you said, that would probably be the consolation for Bianca. She'll probably be in the women's main
number
event
one contender match,
But I would like to see repeated what happened on NXT last night. I'd like to see Tegan and Dakota Kai in the main women's featured match, and maybe Bianca gets the secondary match. But
and a loser gets their arm amputated match.
Yeah, or
make it matter.
But yeah, I don't fuck that. I want Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai in match number 2. Give me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was so good last night. I'm still jerking off.
Then we get back from commercial, no entrances. Riddick Moss, Mojo Rawley, and R-Truth. They're going in a triple threat for the 24/7 title. Riddick Moss hasn't even spoken on TV. He hasn't, said a damn word. He had a little vignette thing going on WWE.com and their Twitter earlier, and it wasn't good. I want to give them credit for trying to keep that type of entertaining 24/7 title shenanigans going.
Yeah.
They were at the Funko Pop store, factory, whatever, and R-Truth had showed up and tried to, roll him up for the title, and then Mojo got involved, and neither man got the win. But it was sloppy, and it wasn't funny. It felt extremely forced, more than it usually does, and pretty contrived. So it's unfortunate. I do want to like it, but I gave it a chance. At this point, it's just like fuck the belt. It's a failed project.
Yeah, I don't care.
It was a 2-minute match. Riddick Moss wins, and that's it. Mojo was doing a solid thing too by challenging people and having straight up fights for it. Now you're back to the Chase 'em title essentially with people running in public. It would have been cool if Mojo was still the champion, and then they had a match, like a full-on match inside the Funko Pop store.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's entertaining.
Oh,
Our truth is here. Now we're going to have a match, and it's a hardcore match. So they're beating each other with Funkos instead of just a quick roll-up and then throwing Funkos at somebody. That's not fun.
Yeah, I didn't care before it at all. I mean, there's nothing they could have. I mean,
but they didn't even recap that on Raw. Not that I saw, anyways.
No, I didn't see it. Imagine if he had tied him up in a corner and was throwing pop figures at his head or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million fun things you can do. Shove a Funko Pop up somebody's ass,
Yeah, I mean,
turn them into their own bobblehead.
I don't care. It's dead for me. You said it. It's kind of just dead for me.
Yeah, it feels like a failed experiment at this time.
Look at Matt Hardy here. He looks like he's going to be starring Matt Hardy is Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly.
He looks severely constipated there.
He looks like he's
trying to shit, but he can't.
Out of
I'm
time.
sorry. That's what I see.
He looks awesome right here. He looks like he got the shit kicked out of him. It's great. Really well done with Randy stalking in the background.
That does look creepy with Randy halfway on the screen.
That's why this was so well done, even though it was just rehashed shit they already did. But they added a neck brace and an extra shot. It was and dude, this
Jeremy says Randy's watching Matt jerk it in that photo. I kind of agree.
Oh my god. Yes, wonderful. And Randy's like, good God, look at that. Wow, that's fucking hilarious. I never thought of that. I can't believe I didn't think of that. The fuck?
I know, we're slipping.
What is next here? Where are we on this review?
Next, we get Drew McIntyre coming out. He plays to the crowd, does the 3 count for everyone to go ahead and point to the sign with him. That was fun. Right. Good interaction, getting people to side with him more. He says that, he's in Claymore County. That's where Suplex City is located. And he's going to invade the city, demolish that bitch to the ground, and he's leaving WWE Champion. Heyman comes out, says Lesnar's here. Oh, wait, you didn't actually think he was here, did you? I just wanted you to think he was here, and he's still going to be the champ at Mania. And that's when McIntyre is forced to fight MVP. That's who Paul Heyman introduces, saying he's got a problem with him. MVP cuts a very quick promo, and McIntyre was funny. He's like, I know this one. I kicked your head off, at least that was a little, entertaining. From there, MVP hits McIntyre with a quick shot of the microphone in the head and a kick in the corner. The referee calls for the bell. Drew beats the ever-loving shit out of him, claymores him. A minute later, he wins. It's a quick, solid outing. It makes him look more dominant. He got some good fan service in. Good for McIntyre.
Yeah, good stuff. Made him look good. Classic face type of deal. I still think he's better as a heel, or he's getting a little bit hope he doesn't get lame, but it's still good for what they're doing for him.
Yeah,
but I hope
Sioux Falls City.
I hope they give him a little more edge to him, though. I hope they need to make him a little more badass guy, and less like Big Daddy Cool Diesel. They got to be careful with that. Big Daddy Cool Diesel didn't work out too well, and I know that they want that Big Daddy, big guy, big, Diesel, big dog Roman Reigns. Just they got to be careful. They
do. They got to they're towing the line now. I have a feeling he's not going to stay face for long post Mania. He's too good as a heel, and he's been heel before, so it just an inkling that I have. But I think they'll flip him because there's more people at that point that can work against him, than with him. I think.
Yeah, maybe they'll.
It seems like that'll be the way. And yeah, Matt had brought it up. I thought MVP retired, 2 weeks ago with Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I was surprised to see him announced to have a match, but realistically, he just took a couple bumps and that was it. It was 1 minute and 20 seconds altogether. Well,
I think they I think that they they changed their mind on a lot of things. I think they thought we're done with Matt Hardy, but then they thought of this for this week.
Yeah.
Then they thought we're done with, this, but then they thought, well, we could use him for this. So that's clearly what it is. There's some kind of swing in the writing. And there's a little bit of a noticeable difference to me in some of the promo writing and some of what they're doing. Like, I know we've been shitting on it still, like we have, but there's a little bit of a difference or a little bit of an effort of something a little bit different. I think I've noticed, at least.
In a few ways, I can see that.
Yeah, like they try, like it's, I want to say
it's not with everyone, but every now and again you get a little refresh.
I want to say Raw we were giving a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s out for Raw. I feel like whatever they've changed has made Raw go up slightly. Like maybe,
I feel like Drew is certainly less scripted.
Yeah, not much, like 4, like you know what I mean, but whatever.
And the promos Aleister Black has been cutting feels more natural.
Yeah,
in line with his character.
Not waiting for people to come find him or whatever.
Yeah. Well, even all the stuff he says before and after, it just as long-winded as it may be, it feels more in line with what he was doing beforehand. So.
Oh, Drew is really good on the mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really good. Drew has been great. That's why we wanted him pushed, because Drew comes out and can just go off on the mic and not have a script, and it's really good. Let me go back to the donation really quickly.
He can say more as a heel, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm worried about. Spaz.
All 3 women's matches at Mania will be NXT crossovers. Becky versus Shayna, Rhea versus Charlotte, Bayley versus Bianca. NXT's ladies are the best they have.
Yeah, Spaz Phoenix. That's a great point. NXT crossovers. Becky, Shayna, Rhea, Charlotte, Bayley, Bianca. So Spaz Phoenix is going with Bianca's going to get Bayley in a match of the wow.
It could happen. I mean, maybe that's something for her to do.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting if they do that. I mean the grit from NXT coming to these soft ass main roster women, even though they were great in NXT themselves. So like, what happened? It's always
but
when they
people
get
like
here.
Natalya don't feel like they hold up compared to some of the NXT talent, unfortunately.
Not anymore, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Ryback. Take your dick out, Ryback.
Come join me, Ryan. Pearly Gates welcome you.
Oh,
we are barbecuing Blacks
like
and
my
Hispanics
vagina.
with Donimus and Burt Reynolds. We also have Phineas Fenton, the grandfather of...
Oh, no. The grandfather of YouTuber Tommy NC. Oh, God. I can't read that. I wish the thing read it. Join us, Ryan, and become one of the in the afterlife. Dale Earnhardt's Ghost. Thank you for the $4. Man, I don't know why the fuck they haven't fixed it so that it reads the whole thing. That's enraging.
Super Chat Party.
They are making a special new title for Bianca, Naomi, Sasha, Ember, Kaden, etc. The February Championship. It gets defended in dark matches. Poop. Pancakes.
Oh. Spaz Phoenix, thanks for the $5. Canadian.
Jesus Christ, Spaz.
Whoa. I am a racist American. I'll hate all the blacks and Mexicans. I am a Spaz Phoenix top donator tonight. Thank God for him. Thank God for him.
Yeah, we'll bring that up after with AJ coming back. That was a good surprise to see him return.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's see what else comes through.
What else is chiming in?
I think Babe Ruth is coming up next.
Oh, here we go.
Babe Ruth. Oh.
Hey Joe, I have a question. when are you gonna upload your new song to Patreon?
Which one?
It was from the other night. I think it is your best one. I think it was called Butt Sex with My In-Law.
Butt Sex with My In-Laws. Correct me if I'm wrong. Babe Ruth, thank you. Butt Sex with My In-Laws. Does anybody remember that? Is he joking? Maybe that's a joke.
I'm waiting for it to come up on the stream.
Because I might have. He said, like, he wanted me to upload my new song, Butt Sex with My In-Laws. But I don't think I did that. Maybe I did do that. Did I do that? Chat, tell me if is he trolling me or did I really do that? Isn't it funny? Like, if you just came into the stream now and you're watching me and someone donated that, you'd be like, that guy just got trolled. And like, the host would be like, that's real funny, dude. But because it's me, I might have
you
done
don't remember
yeah, I might have done
you
that
ramble
song.
out with?
I don't know. I have no idea what I did or didn't do.
Yeah, some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth you forget about, and it's like, I forgot.
Sounds like something you would do. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like...
Chat still wants a racist American donation.
Well, man, we might have to add it tonight. It's a little quiet in the donos.
Still one of the all-time greats.
A little quiet. A little bit, we did get out there, though. The stream was like fucking, people were telling me it was all fucked up. Lightning Blitz. What's going on, man? Yeah, I don't remember it either. I think he was joking, but the problem is like, I really do it. You know? R-Truth is a better rapper than Enzo. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Super chat.
I don't know if Enzo is really rapping.
OMG, Jerry the King was extra cringy tonight.
Yeah, Jerry did. Jerry Lawler was a nightmare tonight on commentary. I mean, so much so that people are sending put Booker T back on. Isn't that what we did 3 years ago? Remember 3 years ago we were like, oh God, Jerry Lawler is so bad. Then they put Booker T on, and we were like, thank God. And then Booker T was eventually cringy, and we were like, all right, Booker T's got to go too. And then they got rid of him, and then they got
because originally Booker T was fine. He added good input. He had,
Oh my goodness! Can you believe this? Oh,
well, then he turned into that shucky ducky quack quack stuff, and it was like everything became a joke. And
no, him and Jerry are like the same thing. Like they're good, but like, it's like they're.
This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is the greatest thing ever.
Why are they like these PG like dad like versions of themselves? Like Booker T is just like, man, let me tell you, like, and then Jerry Law is just like, let me tell you this, like, and it's just nothing makes any sense. It's like, what is?
I wish there was a way to watch without commentary.
I wish the
Pay
WWE
for it on the network.
I wish WWE hired me to take care of commentary. Can you hire me, WWE, to fix your commentary? Or to fix something, please. I'll be your Monday Night Messiah. Where are we in this review?
So then we get Becky.
I'm sorry,
bringing out her lunch sack.
Her lunch sack. This is
yeah,
where
she had her brown paper bag that she brought with her to the ring and
fell asleep. And this probably missed this part.
Okay, so Becky comes out. She's got her brown paper bag. Diva Bible goes, oh, she brought lunch. That fucking cracked me up. I lost it. So she comes out and she pulls out a couple of $100 bills and some other denominations and throws it all over the ring and says, this is a down payment on violence. This is for the fine that I'm going to get for what I do to Baszler. And, this is everyone, has to know that bad things will happen when I find her. So she said only animals go for the neck, and it's only done to weaken the prey. And I'm not weak. Do I look like prey to you? She starts snapping. She says I'm coming after you because I want to. And now we go ahead, and she said I went through Natalya, Asuka, Charlotte, Sasha, Ronda, and she just continues to bolster herself up. This is when Baszler comes out on the big screen. She's there on the Titantron, and she says, Becky, I'm going to tear the living shit out of you. They let through the swear, so that was good. They let her say shit.
I missed that. Wow.
You did indeed. I have the audio clip for you. Hold on. I'll pull it up for you. But we go ahead and we see Baszler kind of interact with her briefly through the Titantron. And she said that she didn't plan to bite her last week. She was just told to imagine what she does have planned. She's like, I didn't have, any intentions of biting you, but just imagine what I'm going to do. She says, I'm going to tear the living shit out of you. And, she said, basically, Becky said, I'll be watching Elimination Chamber closely, and I'm going to be rooting for you. So Becky wants Baszler to win so she can face her at Mania. So again, the Chamber feels totally pointless and wholly unnecessary. But it wasn't a bad promo from either one. Becky sounded believable. She tried to come off as the badass. And then it kind of goes back and forth with, they let Baszler swear. You got to swear to be cool. But in this one, it fit. She felt true to her character. So that was pretty good. Thankfully, they didn't bring anything up about her being a vampire hunter. I was so convinced there was going to be like a wooden steak and garlic in that bag or a crucifix. I was so worried. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. And luckily enough for us, they seemingly just took it as an attack, and she's not a goddamn vampire. I was really worried that was going to be the case.
Yeah, people were getting really literal with that.
Yeah, we didn't have the brood or the flow, as we had called it.
The flow. Is shit not PG? I mean, can we explain that to me?
I don't believe so, but I think that goes under the TV-14 line.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think you can get away with it once.
Yeah.
Because AEW is TV-14, I believe, and that's why they can get away with more.
Oh, yeah. They can say shit a couple times, and they can get one. Can they do one fuck? I think they could do one.
I think they can with TV-14.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe at a certain time, too.
The F word can only be used in the PG-13 movie, and that can only be said, I believe, once.
Okay, so it's got to be. It can't be. You can't say the F word.
TV-14. It says right here, the majority of PG-13 movies or basic cable channels with a TV-14 rating, they can have the word shit, they can use their one F-bomb, or have the presence of brief nudity.
Wow.
But they'll still be edited. So it depends.
I got to read those rules later. I'm very interested.
This is basically a PG film should not worry a child aged 8 or older in compliance with the BBFC compliance officers rules, and so basically under 14, from like 8 to 14.
Right. Yeah, I can see.
But
AEW, I mean, above like 9 or 10. I'm thinking of how old I was when I saw things, and how old my son is, and like thinking of like what the difference is. My son's pretty like. Now that Gavin's 10, like he can, like if something happens by accident or there's a swear, he just kind of smirks and like looks at me, like it's not like crazy. So I feel like at 10, he's even kind of like, I'm not worried. I'm not like, oh no, But like 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds and stuff like that, you don't want them to repeat whatever, or 5-year-olds, or I don't know, whatever. They shouldn't be. Who's watching wrestling at 5 AEW by themselves? Yeah, I'm interested in the screening. Let me play these donations.
Super Chat Party.
Spaz Phoenix, Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso's sex life consists of licking some rotten fish of the rough side of a dish scrubber. Fish cake, fish cake, fish cake.
This smells like my vagina.
Whoa. Spaz Phoenix with some realness here. Bringing some realness. Thank you, Drew. Relax, Drew. Calm down, please.
Do your thing. Do your fucking thing. Beat the shit out of your fucking dick, Drew. You fucking loser.
That chick sounds just like Brandy Rhodes. Like, I can't get over the sex line caller. She sounds like Brandy Rhodes. Like,
do your thing. Do your fucking thing. Beat the shit out of your fucking dick, Drew. You fucking loser.
I mean, very weird. Spaz Phoenix, thanks for the $5. Canadian, baby. A little Canadian coming across the border and into the Monday Night Messiah's pocket. I love
Drew
that
said you
jacket.
can get one non-sexual fuck per hour on TV-14 TV.
Ah.
So I can't say let's go fuck, but I can say fuck
Impact
you
got
once.
a lot of press for putting the men's title on a woman. AEW just did the opposite.
Yeah, it's weird. They also got a lot of press because all that racial stuff that came out about her.
Yeah.
Which was no good for them on the timing, but it was like double whammy. Spaz Phoenix, thanks for the $5 again. But yeah, they put the belts. A woman won the heavyweight championship of Impact Wrestling. And yeah, a woman, formerly a man, won the women's title in AEW. Yeah, the world's weird. I don't know what to tell you about it.
So bottom line, it says here through the MPAA, there's no rule, but the rating system they use has a reference point in cuss words for scripts. So at least you got that fucking going for you.
Yeah, there you go. You got
There's our one.
I'm gonna fuck you in the back. Like
no, see, that's not allowed.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Nothing sexual.
I'm gonna fuck the Asian
fucking moron.
out of you. Yeah.
See, that's allowed.
Imagine if someone said, "I'm gonna fuck the Asian out of you." Like that would be, or I'm gonna fuck the coronavirus out of you.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Robert.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head
Volante.
devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Thank you guys for your entertainment every week, even when Raw and SmackDown are subpar.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10 and keeping the damn streams alive, keeping the show alive. Thanks, man. Holy hell. Thank you for the $10, bro. Valentine's Day week, man. Fuck that BS, says Nobody Jones. What are we talking about? Oh, because the Tessa Blanchard stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm not enraged like some people. I'm just kind of like, Rhea McLovin. Yeah, that was a really good segment, man. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. Shit. Like, that DX video is great. If you have the uncensored version. The censored one sucks.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Where were the black people tonight? Ricochet doesn't count cause he is a cornball brother, he ain't no real one.
Oh.
You crackerwoods are the definition of what's wrong in America. How about...
It gets cut off. I love it. I love it because every donation sounds like it's offensive, so it gets cut off. How about we put you in chains and make you slaves, Tommy NC? You're next bitch. That was taking
if people
it
time
back
it right
for the
with
black.
This cut off, you're going to be saying some horrendous stuff if they
if you can time it right. Yeah,
they work it right. They can clip you saying some terrible shit that you're not responsible for.
Well, exactly. That's why I don't read it all. Like sometimes.
Oh, that's genius.
Fucking piece of shit donations.
If you don't, then Joe's not reading my donation. They're just trying to screw you. See.
Let's see if this is the uncut one. Let me see if this is uncut.
Damn, hell, and the words ass, damn, hell, and bitch. We will never, however, use the words shit, fuck, goddamn, Jesus Christ, faggot, or any other racial or sexual slurs. Now then, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be less dick references.
Oh, shit.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Well, fuck me.
God damn it. Fuck.
Like, this is the greatest exchange right here. Watch your fucking mouth. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Shit.
Slurs. Now then, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be less dick references.
Oh, shit.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Well, fuck me.
God damn it. Fuck. Anyway, there will be less penis references.
Oh, the old DX video. I have the
pertaining
DX
to video, there will be less dick references. Ah, shit, fuck.
I still have that, and if you were at a local event, they sold the DX VHS uncensored.
Yeah.
And that uncensored VHS, because on Raw, they blanked those things out. But on the uncensored VHS, it was uncensored. So it was advertised that way. It was here, DX, uncensored.
My local video store used to buy the ones that WWE would sell those type. They wouldn't sell it through their store and whatnot, but they would sell it at local events, or people would get uncensored ones in those nature. Yeah. And my local video store would rent them out. It was great.
Right.
Good old VHS classics.
That's hey man, it was good shit. Let me get this.
Super chat.
Been a fan for 5 years, may I be moderator.
Tan May Misra. Thank you for becoming a $2.99 super chat, sexual super chatter. Maybe we'll think about it. Think about it.
Roman's head fit perfectly on Seth's body there. It's pretty scary.
You don't want to be a mod, though. Trust me. You'll never hear the end of it from people. What else do we have? Maybe Tammy. We'll talk about it.
So after that, Angel Garza, Bobby Lashley, with Zelina Vega and Lana take on Humberto Carrillo and Rusev. Shit match. I didn't even bother taking notes. 10 minutes long. It's a waste.
Yeah. Just
Angel and Bobby win.
Garza looked great. I love his yellow tights. He's a very
Garza's, getting the fans to kiss him on the cheek, and he's got that kind of dramatic flair that he's so handsome and the God's gift to women. But it's funny, that's entertaining. He's entertaining, but this feud is just the shits.
Yeah,
it's just garbage, unfortunately, and I can't get into it. Yeah, I tried, I can't.
I blame Humberto. Or the WWE, really, but.
Faded Black says we're going to need someone to explain what the fucking shit a VHS is for some of these young bucks. Yeah, right?
Right. It was actually probably some of the last VHS stuff. I mean, it was 1998, so it was really the end of the VHSs. The VHSs kind of ended.
They really started to transition heavily in 2001. Like, that was the main.
Yep, it was weird because during the Attitude Era, that was the end of the VHSs, like 98, 99, and even 2000.
Because that's when I used to help out at the video store, and I used to joke with people. I'd be like, "Did you rewind your DVD?" All corny, and you'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know how to rewind it." Like, I was like, "It's a joke." It's a but people didn't know because it was so new. You used to have to rewind the tapes when you brought them back, or you'd get charged for it.
Right.
Remember that shit?
Oh yeah, man.
We rewound them anyways. It was just free money. Gotta love it. That and late fees. So then we got, after that match, the Kabuki Warriors come out. And Natalya comes out. They end up having a match. It was pretty blasé. Nothing great here. Natalya loses via countout. So, yay, I guess. I don't know. It did nothing for me here, and I find it odd that you have the tag team champions in singles action yet again. When was the last time the belts were defended? TLC against Becky and Charlotte?
I don't even remember.
I think that was the last time when Kairi Sane got injured. And
no. When she got hurt.
In December. So
yeah, we're coming up on 2 months.
Yep, joy. So again, that was really just drawn out, and it was so short, but it felt like it took forever. That's bad. Then we have the main event. So we get Seth Rollins coming out for his sermon, and no, this is the main event. This is the promo part. Sorry, my notes.
How come Samoa Joe came back last week but didn't come out this week?
I don't know. That was a question of mine as well.
We thought he was going to serve a 30-day suspension.
That apparently was we didn't get to talk about it that week's.
But then that didn't
out
happen.
of nowhere. But apparently they WWE might be leaking some stories to people intentionally to see who's leaking the stories.
Exactly.
And
what
then
I was
people
think
that was one of them.
Yeah, and there's another one, and I'm trying to think of what I was just going to say. Big Show. They said Big Show was going to be here tonight.
Yes.
That was another spoiler and didn't happen at all. So, but it could be them changing their minds, but very interesting. I don't know. Very weird.
So, yeah, we go ahead and we get Seth's lovely sermon here, and it wasn't for me. Some people might have liked it. I know they're trying to get heel heat for the fans, but I didn't care for this one.
I really loved this.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was not about it. I know that he got the crowd to chant, "You suck" again. And to me, this felt redundant and like a repeat. So what you felt before in the show, to me, this felt like a total redundancy.
I don't know. I thought this was like Seth's best promo ever.
Really? Wow.
Or like something like that. Yeah. The stuff he was saying, I was like laughing my ass off. He was like, and it was just hilarious. And like the picture of him up behind him, and he was like, we're we're gonna seek out anybody like who fucking.
Yeah, we're gonna eradicate them if we must, and we're gonna find the flaws in the system and rehab them. And
I mean, it was
this is the gospel, he says, and anyone that doesn't comply, I get it. It just maybe it just wasn't for me, but I personally was just bored by it.
It was dumb, but it was funny dumb to me. Like I don't know, like anything, like it actually kind of made me laugh. I don't know, maybe it was so dumb bad it was good to me or something. But his other stuff, oh my god. His like face promos that he'd been cutting for years made me want to die. Like this was funny.
I mean, yeah, but the one face promo that I really liked from him was when he broke into NXT to threaten Triple H.
Well, that doesn't count.
That one
in
stands
NXT.
out for me.
In NXT, of course, he probably had a good promo.
Well, no, he was on the main roster, but he invaded the NXT show.
Yeah,
he opened up the show.
Yeah, that was great. But again, that was NXT.
But that was kind of the only time with him as a face that I was like really into something he had to say. It wasn't horrendous. It just I didn't care for it. It just felt boring.
Yeah.
Maybe because I knew the payoff that was coming with it. There's no surprise here. It's like, all right, we're going to end up in another 6 or 8 man tag match with the same players, and it just so I knew that was going to be like if it was leading towards something new, maybe I would enjoy it more. But them saying that, all right, we already did the first part, we achieved our initial goal, and now we're going to eradicate any flaw that we feel is in the system, and this is the gospel that we have at hand. And then, of course, you're going to hear, either the Viking Raiders or Owen's music. Like, you just knew it was coming. So we've had this for so long with wins being traded and 50-50 booking for the most part. It doesn't excite me. It just is a bland feud.
You know what would have been really good? How I would have booked Seth tonight? I would have had him cut about half of what he cut as a promo, right? Cut that promo in half, but have him say what he said. But I would have had them like sort of like had a guy sacrifice a guy or somebody like like you get one of those the glass mural that he's sort of, but it's not glass, because he's got the poster in the background.
Yeah,
instead of
stained glass.
Instead of that stained glass photo, I would have had somebody make a stained glass the actual thing. So make the stained glass Seth Rollins mural for real, and put
you could do it out of plastic. It doesn't even have to be glass.
Yeah, put it behind him. And throw some fucking guy through the goddamn thing.
Yeah, you can get that sugar glass,
Yeah.
And you can spray that quick.
So you made a big mistake, like blah, 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 and then just throw someone through it and then have him assault somebody in the back.
Because they went on at the end saying, we're going to crucify you. We're going to crucify you. And then the Street Profits came out. So we didn't get to see the payoff for that either.
Yeah.
So that was more of a letdown, too. And it was random that the Street Profits were the ones making the save and not Joe or... I don't know. It just...
Well, for me, it died when the Street Profits came out. I went, oh, this is who they're... Oh.
I will say, though, who was it? Montez got as high as the fucking sky with that leap. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think it was Montez.
His dad must have lived in Ferguson or something, because he fucking went flying.
He flew. He got so much air.
Oh, my God. Because those cops out there aren't fucking around.
Yeah, I know.
Smells like my vagina.
Turn to Frogger at that point. You learn to leap, baby.
Only people in St. Louis will understand how fucked up that joke was. No, by God.
But just seeing Rollins constantly, throw this baby
that was a shot at the cops. I'm sorry.
White man can't hold me down.
No, that was cool, man. But it's so weird how I loved the Street Profits, and now they're just like
they're redundant as well. They've been very just boring or underwhelming. We know they have talent, but they're scripted with this weekend after update bullshit, or they're in the back going off in cringy promos trying to play, hype man to the rest of the show. We got this match coming up and this person, and it's like, don't relegate them to DJ. They can do so much more. So after that, the OC makes their entrance, and I said, oh, here comes a squash match with Gallows and Anderson. Surprisingly, though, AJ Styles is back.
Yeah, didn't see that coming.
The announce team made a great reference to them, to AJ being back and how, he went ahead and was injured in the Rumble and made a triumphant return, and he will be there in the 2-week trophy gauntlet match that's going to be in Saudi, not this Thursday, but next Thursday for Super Showdown. He basically set up that he's going to face The Undertaker at Mania. Many said it. I agree entirely. He's basically, who's next? And he ran through a list of all the wrestlers and legends and, went on. I don't care who it's for. Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, he named everybody under the sun, active and legendary. And that's when Ricochet comes out and says, I'll challenge you. And they all kind of laugh and say, your first match back on Raw can't be against, this guy. He's not a good brother. So, Anderson takes the match, and it was an okay match, but no stakes, no real importance. So again, just not much care there at all. Ricochet needs the win, so he's not going to lose days before going to fight Lesnar. And obviously, Carl Anderson loses regularly anyways, so just no reason to get involved here.
Yeah, it's obvious that, this is, like you said, the setup. I mean, this is him saying, I'm doing something at WrestleMania, and it's something. It's not going to just be, some match against fucking
anybody,
Humberto or something like that. It's going to be, I'm going to have a spot. I'm going to have a big match. My question is, let's step away from Raw for a second because it's so boring. It's boring almost talking about it here. We talked about this a little bit, but what the fuck is Triple H going to do? Is he going to wrestle? This is the first year.
I don't think
know.
So.
Yeah, I don't know.
It almost seems like there's too much going on for him in the back with people being ousted out of CEO positions and the XFL and all this kind of stuff. It just seems like he might be too preoccupied because
that's not it for me. It's like this. They got so many matches they want to book for WrestleMania.
Well, that as well, and typically by now they lay out the seeds for Triple H to have a Mania opponent.
Yeah, that's why
we'd already seen.
The further we go, it's weird.
If you look for all the years past and who he's faced off against, each time the seeds have been sown by now.
Yep.
Batista had already attacked Flair. He had already gone ahead and he was the champion that won the Rumble. He was, involved with Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle, that kind of stuff. So
here he comes. It's time to lay the tarps, Jake. Did you know that?
It's all about the tall, you lay it. It's all about the hard can, where you get lazy. It's all about the scene, you can't stay. It's all about the plans and who's gonna fake it. I am the tall, you don't wanna lay me. Damage control, the way you can see me. Fans all paying, I know they're angry. In the pain before Cody takes me. Throw your contracts, please don't run. Too late up with Billy Gunn. We are the big leagues and we make the rules. So move on up here and dance like too cool. Trying to figure out what your game is gonna be. Get over the slumps in NXT. Don't you forget there's no fans here today. Cause I have the tops and they're going to lay.
It's time to lay the tarps. Triple H may just be laying the tarps at this WrestleMania this year. He may only be there to lay the tarps. He may only be there for that reason. Let's go to the donations. What are you guys saying right now? It's turkey time!
It's a turkey time.
Yeah! What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, time to lay the Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart, but first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Turkey Club has spoken. Thanks to the Turkey Club for the $29.99. The $29 donation. What am I, stupid? Turkey Club, thank you. Turkey Club's going to take over as the top. And could take home the JCS Digital Championship tonight. The title is back. And Turkey Club now owns it. Now owns it like Vince McMahon wants to own colored people. All right. So Seth Rollins, I kind of agree with you in a way that it's like whatever. But I mean, I just found it. I don't know. I think it's because I find this Messiah thing hilarious. Like I'm kind of retarded.
No, I like the gimmick. It's just
it's so stupid.
I think I'm more
though.
stuck in my head knowing that, like, fuck, we're just going to get the same shit again no matter what he says. So I'm not allowing myself to enjoy the promo because I know, all right, here comes Owens and Joe and the War Viking Experience Raiders. Like,
see, that's when I didn't like it, though. You're right. Like, right after the promo ended, I just went, oh, all right.
Like, you can have a really amazing promo, but if it's not going to get you anywhere,
there was no matches.
I have more of a hindrance with it.
No matches tonight that were really good to me.
The Aleister Black match was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. It got better. Initially, they were a little on shaky ground, but we also had that really great opening, so I was okay up to that point. But besides that, no, there was no other match that stood out. The main event, to me, felt sloppy.
Oh, God, the main event again, so I turned off.
Well, that's the thing. It was like, you guys have done this so many times for weeks in and weeks out. You either just exchange people or it's a 6-man or an 8-man or a tag team or an 8-man or a 6-man or an 8-man for, 10, 12 weeks now, if not longer? We've seen fist fights. We've seen Big Show. We've seen, no holds barred. We've seen tag titles, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
And it's the same outcome. Seth cheats and AOP wins. I just...
What a lazy thing.
I can't give a damn.
I mean, I just couldn't believe we were watching that main event again. And I get it because they set it up well in a way. Like, okay, that makes sense with tonight's story. But again, so you found another way. And Jake, it goes back to everything we've been talking about tonight. They find a way to do the same thing again in a different way. And you find yourself just like, I'm fucking sick of this. You're doing the same thing every week in a different way, but the same. Yeah. It's fucking boring. Like, I mean, this whole night was a rehash. The whole thing again was a fucking rehash.
It's like Forrest Gump. You got Bubba Gump's, whatever, Bubba's shrimp, all the different ways you can cook it. It's still shrimp, though. We got fried shrimp, buffalo shrimp, stuffed shrimp, but it's still shrimp. No matter what, we're sick of seafood.
We got dick shrimp. You ever had dick shrimp and butt shrimp and
Derek
ass shrimp?
Welsh in the chat said, Raw in my area, March 9th. Advertisement for the main event is Owens, Ricochet, and the Viking Raiders taking on Seth, Buddy, and the AOP. Now, the card might be subject to change, yes, granted, but that's been the advertisement for a lot of places. It's AOP, Seth, and Buddy Murphy versus some form of Owens and other people.
Yikes.
And week in and week out. So I believe it. That's what'll happen because it'll still be before Mania, and it'll just lead to Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins, likely at Mania 1-on-1. And now at least they did say, I want to crucify him. So maybe they'll do some type of you know, what the Undertaker did in the Ministry by tying him up, and maybe we'll get something like that. But one thing I did want to mention too.
I'm telling
last
you, through
week
the
we had
glass
Ruby Riott
mural,
cut that good promo.
I want to throw. They got to throw Owens through a glass mural. Come on,
That's a great idea. I'm sold on that happening.
But yeah, I
don't know where Samoa Joe is.
We don't know unless he really is fucked up and they held him a week.
But we know he's not suspended at this time. So, Liv Morgan did cut a promo tonight, and I caught it this time. So unlike last week where I missed Ruby Riott's,
this time I missed that.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
Liv was, backstage with Charlie, and she's like, "Oh, I was so excited and emotionally surprised and so happy and elated that my former partner and best friend Ruby Riott was returning from injury." So then they show that segment of her coming back and getting attacked, and she said, "I thought Ruby was there to celebrate my win against Lana, but she betrayed me and tossed aside their friendship like it was nothing. She just went ahead and ruined us." And she said, a long time ago, that would have broken me. That would have destroyed me. But I'm not a puppy on a leash. And, I'm nothing like what Ruby said I am. And she said, I'm going to step into the Elimination Chamber. I'm going to eliminate Riott. And I'm going to move on to become the champion at WrestleMania. It wasn't a bad promo at all. Problem is that it just doesn't feel like it holds any weight at this point in time. And I think, to me, knowing the end result of you're going into the chamber that Shayna's going to win, I lose some of the allure that they're trying to put onto this. It doesn't have the same shine that Morgan and Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan together would have in a singles match. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe they'll continue the feud. But knowing that the chamber is the end destination currently doesn't excite me.
They ruined Liv, man. They brought her back for that dumb shit, and now she's just a waste.
They turned her into Emelina, but we got a little bit further progression. She was a lesbian for a very short time, and she got some shitty victories over Lana, and then she got betrayed by her former Riott Squad member.
You can see why Emma basically said, I don't want to do this, and then they gave up on her that anyway. So
yeah, and then Dashwood went ahead and made so much more money on the indies and elsewhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, is she making more money?
When I talked to her, she said money aside, I am so much happier.
Yeah, money aside, I mean, she.
What was it, September when I saw her in person at the fairgrounds? I think it was.
Yeah, because
that was when Big Bacon was there.
Yeah, Brad Hollister. Yeah, he just returned too the other day. He came back from his 8-month injury.
Terrible that he was out so long. But
I think he got injured at the one you were at. Didn't he get injured, or was it right after?
No,
that?
it was right after that. It was shortly after that.
Yeah, I saw him post the other day about Nick Steele, and I saw that he came back. I was like, oh, go figure.
Yeah, as much as I was not all for it, Matt even said Liv should have been sent to SmackDown with Bray, at least just to SmackDown in general. Yeah. I think she could have been more effective there.
So much more effective there. This is a waste.
So the main event didn't interest me, especially knowing that Seth breaks up, you get the DQ finish, and it's like, okay, Owens gets a win, but it's through disqualification. Doesn't feel warranted. There's another 50-50, back and forth between these two teams. Mm-hmm. This feud, every time we get any form of next level to it, it sinks backwards because we know it's nowhere near over. So
right. It's still going to come back again.
Just like Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, it's not ending either.
I mean, there's I'm just sick of everything. I mean, I'm just bored of all this stuff. Natalya Kairi Sane, I didn't care about that. I mean,
what's that?
Natalya and Kairi Sane, I didn't care about that.
Yeah, no. And especially knowing that they're the tag champs going against Natalya as a singles wrestler, it just, again, what a waste of the belts.
What would you give Raw tonight? I'm gonna go I'm gonna go like 4 out of 10 for some of the
exactly where it was at. Holding them up. 4, baby.
Like Matt Hardy's and Randy Orton's performance basically is carried most of the show for me, and that all happened at the beginning, and it was all a rehash of what we've already seen, but it was not entirely new territory. I do concede that much, but I do like the fact that they ramped it up and really made sure that he killed Matt. I mean, he brought him to the stairs and executed him essentially. So this should effectively write Matt off TV now. You would think so. You would Unless the joke is he keeps coming out crippled every week.
He comes out next week with a cast around his head and his arms.
Oh my God, forbid they did it again. If they did it again, it would ruin the whole thing. It would turn it into a comedy.
Like, the Will Ferrell, Austin Powers thing. It's like I can see the wounds.
Well, what
they
could
smell
be
like
funny?
almonds.
What could be funny is if it wasn't against Randy, like it was somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? He comes out and he starts a fight with somebody else with a cast on. That could be funny, but don't do it with Randy because that'll make this whole thing a joke. But I could see Vince doing that. But yeah, he's done in March 1st, so we're getting there. 2 weeks left. I wouldn't be surprised if this was them throwing a bone to Matt while trying to negotiate with him. Like, see, we're using you.
Yeah.
Like, look at how well you did.
It is interesting, They do have that to say, like, oh, see, you're around here, we find value in you. But like I said before,
the minute he signs, like he's gone again.
Yeah, that they really only had him to keep Jeff in line. When we heard that report the other night, that seems very logical.
And that's why they treat him like shit, because he didn't keep him in line, so they're like, God damn, he couldn't even
do that. Yeah, your brother's got too many demons. Side note really quick, I think it's hilarious that Road Dogg just liked a tweet that said, when Robo Charlotte talks, I just mute that shit.
Hey, oh my God, wow. I mean, she really fucking blows on the...
Oh my God.
What is she doing, man?
I will be NXT champ.
Road Dogg, why'd you take my sign away the other day, you goddamn bastards over at NXT? Fucking Tommy's Barber, Joe Cronin, Jake DeMarco. You took our signs away, man. Well, it wasn't our signs, but you took the fan signs away and made people pissed off. And here comes turkeys again. Oh.
Gobble, gobble.
Get those turkeys up in there.
What if they filleted us? What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the
This smells like my vagina.
It's mostly my vagina.
What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us? If they had to hate us? The Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart, but first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if, what if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us?
Yeah. Me and Jake DeMarco's post show is up on Patreon right now. If you haven't heard it, check out patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, my Patreon. Me and Jake answered your questions on Patreon earlier. It's up for the people that didn't know that. Castles won.
Drew is great. I remember when you interviewed him. Great listen.
That was a fun time. Drew is great, man. I appreciate the donation, too. I mean, dude, he's a guy who fucking, listened to the show. I say that because I'm a mark for the guy, and the fucking dude was watching our shit. So Drew McIntyre is great, or Drew Galloway then. Yeah, man, I appreciate that shit. We got shout out to Famous B and PJ Black. PJ Black, still watches, I guess. All these guys that check us out that we don't even know about. I mean, we really I'm blown away by that shit, because these are people that I respect and like watching, and the fact that they watching stuff over here and monetize this of all things, fucking hilarious to me. Much appreciated, man. I love these guys.
Super chat. Super chat.
More like the Monday Night Antichrist, juggler.
The Monday Night Antichrist, Moss Blaze. Thank you for the donation, Moss Blaze. What's up, bro?
Grayish wants this belt,
Super chat. Super chat.
I am the top donation, $250. Make it happen, Joe.
Moss Blaze. Man, make it $250. Jesus. God, we may never see it. It's a big donation.
Hell yeah! This could be worst chamber match participants ever. Fucking boring as Nat Taylor and Sarah Logan. Why, what has she done? Have you guys caught the ruthless aggression doc?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Well, Alexa's sweet ass. I mean, Sarah Logan has been used as a complete fucking jobber.
Yeah.
Now she's in a chamber match? Why?
All three of them.
Yeah, like what do they do? Why?
The whole riot squad there.
Fucking ridiculous.
Super Chat Party.
A turkey ate me, Joe.
Oh,
Pensive
no.
face.
You really need to get to a doctor right now because they have rabies and wild turkey disease, Prayesh Muhamdar. They have, like, crazy turkey disease, Prayesh.
I like what Pocket Aces said. The only club that matters, the Turkey Club.
Prayesh, don't you guys, like, worship cows over there in India? What's the animal that you guys are scared of? There's got to be... Everybody has an animal that they, like, think is God, and then there's an animal they think, like, kills people. What's the animal over there in India that you guys are scared of? Let me know. I'm curious. Prayesh Muhamdar, thank you, my friend. Yeah, don't let a turkey, you don't want a turkey to eat you. You don't want that to happen. Like, seriously. Thank you, Prayesh Muhamdar.
Laurinaitis isn't the head of talent relations anymore, right?
No,
and now it is Triple H?
I'm pretty sure it's Triple H. Laurinaitis is there, but it's
I thought he was
Undertaker.
still in that role, but
He might be. He's there doing that somehow, so. I'll tell you in a second.
Joe'll
Yeah, I
be
double-checked.
honest. I really wanna know what is on the front of your hats. We see you wearing it backwards every show and I'm desperate to see the front. Show me the front, Joe. Please.
Well, okay, cut off again. Please do it now. Penis Cake 69. Undertaker, thanks for the $4.99. And Jeremiah Banks, thanks for subscribing. Everybody has seen the front of my hat a bunch, but for the people that maybe miss it, I guess.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
It's Adidas, baby. Jeremiah Banks, thanks for subscribing to the channel, man. You're not going to be disappointed when I take it out. And by it, I mean my dick. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I've been wearing Adidas hats since forever. So going back to being 10 years old. So, yeah. It's always an Adidas. And it's always one of these floppy ones, too, like Jim Cornette says when he attacks me. Droopy cap. It's always a droopy one because it fits me. A big, solid, nice one, they don't fit me because I've got a tiny head. So I've got to have these droopy caps. But there you go. Now you can see. See my hat. Sorry. Jeremiah, thanks, man. Pour a beer for Jeremiah in the chat. Thanks, bro.
yeah, the corporate site lists Triple H as the executive vice president of talent, live events, and creative. So
yeah, not only is Triple H in that position, but he's also in multiple other positions that John Laurinaitis was not in. But I think John Laurinaitis is there, though.
it doesn't have him listed. You got Frank Riddick, Kevin Dunn, Paul Levesque, Stephanie McMahon, and Vincent
That's
McMahon.
it. There's 4 listings here. Or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's everybody else?
That's all I see. And then talent, you have all the doctors, Joseph Maroon, Westerfield, things like that.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're getting fucked up.
Tonight we're getting fucked up.
Tonight we're getting fucked up. Turkey Club. Turkey Club is coming in big tonight as our sponsor. That's right. We don't really have sponsors on the show, nor does ad revenue make a goddamn dime. So thank you guys for the donations, because you guys are the ones that keep my show on the air. Without these donations, I would be working 3 different jobs again somewhere and not talking about wrestling on YouTube. Thank you, Turkey Club. And Turkey Club is going to reclaim the throne as if they didn't have it before with that tie. So Turkey Club is keeping that lead. Thank you, Turkey Club. We're getting fucked up. Put that guy in WWE. Imagine this guy. This guy as a referee would be amazing. I'd love to see this guy count at 3 and then a ref bump. Then he just goes flying out of the ring onto his fucking heroined up ass. Man, that could be good. The Monday Night Messiah. Anything else from you, Jake? I think we really...
I didn't know, but more of the details had come out a while back, and I apparently missed it when Dr. Chris Amon was on, but I didn't know he had a sexual relationship with Jillian Hall. The former wrestler.
Like in just like they dated, or like he like molested somebody? What are you talking about?
No, they dated. They had a romantic relationship. He met her at the WWE tryout event, and that was kind of like her in as well as his. Get it? Pun intended.
Oh yeah, isn't he the one?
Yeah,
didn't he sue CM Punk?
He did, and he lost. And then when he lost, it can't come to find out it did more harm for him to bring this to trial over being petty, because it showed that he violated HIPAA privacy regulations. There was tons of revelations about HIPAA privacy violations, incomplete record keeping. It showed that his reputation is now harmed more by taking this to trial. They even revealed an ethical breach on top of his sheer sloppiness that it had been by some, barbs of a 4-year-old podcast at this time.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
So there was more damage for him going to trial with this than just leaving what was said on the podcast back in 2015.
I don't like people that sue people over stupid shit.
He was trying to say that it was defamation against his character, and
right. And I get that he was mad that what CM Punk said about him, because it is
you
his
could be mad,
job.
but just refute it publicly. Him going to trial. Now all of this stuff came out about him violating HIPAA, having relations with talents, not keeping complete records, and there was a few different ethical breaches as well, and it just showed that he was basically incompetent and sloppy, and it harmed his medical license. So
when Kenny Bolin and Jim Cornette said that I took donations from my fans to buy front row WWE tickets, like even that, you know what I mean? Even though that is fucked up, because now like 100,000 people to 200,000 people in the wrestling community who didn't know who I was think that that's what I'm doing, when it's not true. And we proved it that the tickets were comped by WWE. But
yeah.
It's like, did I really need to? People were like, that's slander. And I'm like, yeah, but what type of person really goes like, let's go to court now? Like, that's fucking weird. Like, it's such a pussy thing, like, to go to court. Like, it better be something like ridiculously egregious, not just your opinion or your, like, listen, this was this guy's opinion and he's fucking way wrong. No one else has ever come out about anything about me. My record speaks for itself. The only person that's upset is a guy named Phil Brooks, who now doesn't work for the company, who slanders us constantly. There would be so many other problems if I was operating this way. That's all the doctor needed to say. Not, I'm going to take you to court and sue you over something you said on a podcast somewhere. Like, I just think it's such pussy shit. So when a guy loses like that, I think it's fucking hilarious. What a waste of time. Like, it's like fucking JD sending me a cease and desist. Did you really take the time to write out a cease and desist because I repeated some things that your fans who troll you say? And it's a joke? It's like, what is going on? Like, it's weird. Fucking bizarre. Like, a cease and desist? I mean, dude, I've been attacked like you wouldn't believe by people doing crazy shit. There's no cease and desist. Who cares? Just fucking grow a pair of balls or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't argue with it there. And the thing is, too, as you had said before, it ends up causing more problems. And defamation suits are so hard to prove.
Right.
Even when Elon Musk called that one gentleman a pedophile that was down in the Philippines trying to save the children that were caved in the mine, he has to irrefutably and irrevocably prove without a shadow of a doubt that him saying that cost him business and he couldn't do that. And you can lie through your teeth, but you have to basically prove that you did so knowing that it would harm someone intentionally. And even then you have to prove that standpoint to like without a shadow of doubt. And then you also have to prove that it caused you harm. So
yeah,
you have to show that because they said this, I lost this amount of money, or because this was printed or posted. It's slander or libel, depending on if it's printed or said, but it's just defamation suits and things like that are so difficult to.
I wonder what it would really even take. What would it take for slander? Like Jim Cornette saying that about me that I bought, or rather Kenny Bolin saying that about me that I bought from tickets. Like, what would it take? Like, multiple screenshots of people who donated, who stopped donating, like, what would it ever take? When would it be?
Yeah, you would have to have messages and proof that
It's
people
so
saying,
crazy.
like, I'm not going to donate anymore because of this specifically.
I heard this.
And then if you can show, like, month-to-month decrease in revenue following them saying that with the messages, with testimony.
And it had to be significant. It would have to be, like, overwhelmingly, like, people making videos on me about it, too, maybe, and, like, showing that and being like, look at the snowball effect. Like, it would have to be a very definitive, harmful thing. It can't just be these random things and you got boo-boo face because someone talked some shit about you, whether it was real or not real. But I think they determined, right, it was his opinion, right? Kind of his opinion that he was mishandled, and so therefore you couldn't really sue for that. You know, I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I feel like that's what the result of that was with CM Punk. And then but then CM Punk sued Colt Cabana. What was that about?
Well, it was combined. It was the doctor sued CM Punk and Colt at the same time, and then CM Punk didn't pay for or return Colt's like lawyer fees or court fees, something he thought he was going to be helped out on, and then there was a whole dispute over that. So,
right.
Matt had asked as well. I guess it's Dr. Michael Sampson is the head and ringside doctor for WWE, and he's the former WWE doctor. So
Samson Smalls. That you talking about?
Smalls.
You talking about me, Samson Smalls? I'm here, Jake. You fucking asshole, you cracker ass, big fat ass motherfucker.
Super chat.
Oh, look at this. And now we got Mexican donating.
Hello, you from Mexico.
Great, Andres Mendoza. Yeah, you a Mexican donating now. You just donated to Samson Smalls, motherfucker. Yeah, get out of here, you pedo-ass motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
JCS worldwide, baby.
Andres.
Oh,
Mendoza. Thank you, Mendoza.
That saved JR's life.
Mendoza.
Or not JR, Jerry the King Lawler. I always screw that up. The night he had the heart attack on Raw, Dr. Sampson is the man that Lawler credits for saving his life that night.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was a big save. Huge save.
Dr. Michael Sampson is now working as the head physician for All Elite Wrestling. And I guess several people got injured on the cruise, and he wasn't part of the cruise staff for doctors because they have their own doctors on site. And a lot of people left the cruise injured, and they were upset that he wasn't on the cruise. So
Jesus.
They said a number of the wrestlers
You
were
telling
beat up
me
physically.
to grow some balls, Joe? Well, I can use IT. You need to stop being cryptic. Because I know you talking me. I know you talking about me, brah.
I know you talking.
I know you're talking about me, bro.
Hey, listen.
I know you're talking about me.
JD, thank you for the donation, JD, and thank you to Mendoza. Shout out to Mexico. How's everybody doing down there in Mexico? God, I would love to. I'd love to go live with Jesse Ventura in Mexico for a little while. Let's hang out. Have some cervezas. What's up, Chad? How you guys doing? I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood. Dude, I was high as hell the other day. I'm still feeling the effects. What was that, Jake? Where were you going to go into next?
Oh, that was it. I was just, laughing at the fact that, WWE's life-saving doctor is now with AEW, and they didn't bring him on the boat. All this, some of the wrestlers got beat up and sprained, stuff like that, and they were upset that he wasn't there.
Well, you really could have needed it. Away on the ocean, you don't have a hospital. You got a smart-ass, competent doctor on board.
And you know what?
Maybe you didn't want to go.
Matt said it in the chat before, and I didn't realize it either, but maybe it was already announced. You can tell me I'm stupid if that's the case, but I didn't realize the Street Profits were going against Seth and Buddy Murphy at Super Showdown.
Wait.
Did you know that?
Wait, what? Say that again?
Seth and Buddy Murphy are defending their Raw Tag Team titles against the Street Profits at the WWE Super Showdown.
When? Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I guess I didn't. I figured.
Matt,
that,
a few others in the chat before said, "Well, why were the Street Profits involved tonight?" Well, that's why, because now they're going to be going after their tag titles at the Super Showdown
in
Saudi next Thursday.
I know you're talking about me, bro.
I don't remember them saying that beforehand. Me. They posted this at 11:24 tonight, and I don't think that was announced on TV or even brought up beforehand.
No, I guess not.
So they just threw this together after they attacked them tonight. Well, why not have that be the story?
because
because
I
social
think
media
no,
corrections drives me nuts.
No, because that's what they're doing. They're having this happened on Raw, so now they're having a match at Saudi Arabia. That's what it is.
But it's 2 weeks from now, so why not set it up on Raw?
They did
next week. No, they had him pull the save, but set up the match for the tag titles on next Monday's Raw to build into Thursday's show.
Yeah,
make it a good go home show. Why announce it on Twitter now?
Yeah,
at 11:30 at night they come out with, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
How does that help ratings or interest or you know what I mean? Like any of this. That's the shit that they got to work on.
Yeah, now we know there already is a match, so why not build on it next week? Yeah, I get what you're saying now. That makes sense.
As where they could say, "Oh, you think you're great enough to challenge us? Well, I'll show you that, you know, you're wrong. And when you're done, we'll crucify you just as we will Owens." Get something out of it.
I really think that Raw needs a little bit of I'm starting to think they need a general manager person again, but not like, I don't want Stephanie and everybody again and that type of deal, but they need something. They need somebody who's like in charge of shit to make announcements. Like, I don't want somebody who's coming out left and right. I want like a William Regal role, someone in the back just once in a while to make a match or say something. Like, please, like, they make a general manager.
That's why on SmackDown, now I forget his damn name. I keep forgetting it. They have that gentleman that can pretty much act as a pseudo GM.
Are you talking about Chris? The bald guy with the earring?
Yeah, I always forget his name.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the head. He was the guy right behind Road Dogg when Road Dogg left. I think it's Chris we're thinking of. Somebody else know in the chat what's his name? I can't think of it. I think it's Chris.
I think it might be.
He's a former wrestler, bald head. He's always in the suit now in the back producing.
So they have him, and he's one of the head producers. And they go to him being like, he's like, all right, this match is going to happen, or this is. At least they have that sometimes. That's all they need, but it helps so much with the flow of a show.
Sorry to ask this question. Will we ever see the monetize this belt again?
Fan, thank you for the $3.50. Yes, you will see it again, yeah. I've been working at trying to figure it out this week. Fan. I was hoping to have it for the last Bailey show. We'll see, though, Friday night, if we can get it. Adam Pierce. Yes, Lightning Buzz. It's Adam Pierce, not Chris. Jesus, thank you, God. Lightning Buzz, you nailed it. Unless someone else said it,
Adam
too.
Pierce.
It's Adam Pierce, yes. Thank you.
Head producer. That's
right. I don't really know. Yeah, he said he's producing head. Yeah, Isaac, you can call me after the show, man, if you're still listening. And yeah, I'll be probably doing commentary at Pins coming up again.
What else we got?
We had fun last time.
A little bit of the bubbly.
The goon.
That's it, bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
What if the Beaners paid us? What if they killed us and ate our food? What if the Beaners paid if they hate to us?
Jesus.
Well, cheap labor was little bit different. Instead, Beaners paid us.
They hobbled from the cops and they kissed our butts. What if the Beaners paid us? Jesus. What if the Beaners paid us? Los dineros tu más. Mi madre. Fucking, I don't know. Something. Thank you, Goon, for the $3. What if the gringos ate us? What if the gringos ate us? Oh my God. What if the gringos ate us? That's pretty funny to me. Oh God. Anything else, Jake? I think I keep asking that.
It.
More news keeps popping up.
That's it. That's all I've seen so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Nothing major tonight after Raw, really.
No, usually we get a few stories coming in, but nothing of note or merit. They're pretty much all hands on deck for Cena appearing the week after, which will be the night after the Saudi show. Let's hope everybody gets to fly back in time this time, or NXT will have to save the day again. I bet you they have like private travel set up already for the wrestlers. Some of them. Those that can afford it.
Really?
I could picture some of the wrestlers chipping in together to be like, I'm not getting stuck on the tarmac, 13 hours again.
Oh God, that was the worst.
So I guarantee some of the, the stars that can afford it went ahead and were like, hey, let's chip in together and rent a private plane.
Oh, yeah, dude, definitely.
Because a lot of them
Yeah,
have to be
fuck
back
that.
for SmackDown the next day anyways. One shot to make it.
Los gringos nos quieren.
And now we have that major, yeah, Brother Nero's right. We have that huge AEW show to look forward to this week.
Oh, God, Wednesday night for AEW.
It's going to be massive.
If that doesn't destroy, then we're putting it up on a pedestal, but it's just so stacked looking this Wednesday.
I can't see how it won't kill, but
Wednesday night is stacked. Last night, me and Jake did our review for NXT, by the way. If people out there missed it earlier today, we were live here. Some people said they didn't get the alert, so yeah. Oh, Sean Harrington, Adam Pearce beat Daniel Bryan for the NWA title once in a tournament. Yeah. I mean, just Adam Pearce, well-known, back in the day. Not back in the day, but, years ago. Back in the day to me is like 1990s, 80s. Probably 90s more, but back in the 10, 12 years ago day. What's up, Cabretti? How you doing, man? Bagoon, thank you, man. Thank you to Jake. Thanks to me. Credit to me. Take that. I'll take your saying, JB, you fuck. How about that? Credit to
Thursday
me.
we got that, or Wednesday, excuse me, we got the Tag Team Battle Royal. We have Jeff Cobb and John Moxley. That's Cobb's debut.
Yeah.
And then we have the cage match as well. That's going to be massive.
In a steel cage.
And then we have the tag team titles being defended against the Lucha Bros. So that's another massive match. And then they also announced that Double or Nothing is returning May 23rd. So
Boom.
That's going to be at the MGM Grand Arena. That's going to be...
That's cool.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Maybe Ryback will show up and clothesline a big chick into a pool.
Right into the fountains out front.
Well, I got to give the love to Turkey Club, man. He was the top donation of the stream. It looks like he's going to take home the JCS Digital Championship. And also want to say thanks to everybody for watching tonight. And tomorrow I will return to gaming on Twitch and YouTube. So tomorrow night there's going to be some PUBG, there's going to be some Madden, and maybe some Diablo and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of shit tomorrow, and then hopefully throughout the week again. Tomorrow is Tuesday Night Throwdown on my other channel, Corrupted Nation, the return of Tuesday Night Throwdown. So join me for that late at night if you want to come over on Corrupted. Super chats don't work because I'm demonetized, so you can donate through Streamlabs, and I'll take calls. And we'll be on Discord as well, I think. So you guys can call up on Discord. We'll have a big Discord party hangout. And just make sure you have the VIP on Discord if you're on the Patreon. And remember, me and Jake recorded a post show on Patreon earlier today. And shout out to everybody who got added today for the $25 producer level credit. Thank you for that. Much needed. And especially Shy God recently updated his Patreon to $25 to the producer level. Thank you, ma'am. And that's about it. That's all I got. Jake, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, stay sexy, and I'll see you Wednesday for AEW.
We'll see you in hell. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's always warm.
It's always warm in Philadelphia when they eat shit.
And they eat their shit.
We eat our own shit in Philly. Here's the commercial promo again. I'm going to be putting it up on the page soon. When I put it up, just give it some love. I'm going to put it up there as the promo for the page. And not only that, but taking out some ad space on some locations. Not really anything crazy, just a little bit. You might see a pop-up, but I might play it on the show during breaks and stuff like that if we get some more. And
I do want to try and see if you're free tomorrow, because I want to talk about the leading Chinese scientists speaking out against their country, saying that the coronavirus originated at a government bioweapons research lab in Wuhan. So, they're no longer saying it came from the wet market, with the seafood, and it wasn't bat asshole soup that did it. They are pretty much standing by the fact that it happened to be at that BSL 4. So.
Oh, dude, we also have to talk about Shaka Khan with her fucking piece of shit rendition of the national anthem that made me want to shoot myself in the head.
Never forget.
What the fuck was this lady doing at the fucking NBA, whatever the fuck? All right, see you, Jake.
Have a good night, everybody.
You guys want to call up about Raw? I'll take a call or two. 339-226-6610. Shaka Khan is a sack of shit. On the fucking, oh my Christ. Was this worse than Fergie or whatever that chick was a few years ago? Like, are they trying to just get people to shit on America? Like, I mean, this is just horrific.
Whose broad stripes and dried stars.
Yeah. Selfish people who only care about themselves singing an anthem like shit. Just sing the fucking anthem. We want to play the fucking game. We want to play the goddamn game, Shaka Khan. Unknown caller, hello.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Hey, man, how you been?
No, I had a question. So when do you finally think the storylines will reset? After Mania? Because I keep waiting after Rumble and everything. Still nothing.
I'm hoping that after Mania, everything gets undone.
That's what's up. How about, can you do a Samson Smalls impression for that fat bitch Tarr?
Oh. Drew's wife? Oh. Take that, you little bitch. You are married to a lame-ass cracker. 213, hello.
Good evening, Joe. It's Luis from Los Angeles.
Hey, Luis, how you doing?
Oh, great. And you?
I'm doing pretty good because the 5-hour energy is kicking in now, which is not good, but that's I'll be up all night.
Wow.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Also, last night's takeover, completely awesome. I loved the way Johnny Gargano said, no, you're not winning this championship that way, and then just blasted Ciampa with the championship.
Yeah, he like waffled him. He had kind of, I watched it again, and Ciampa kind of comes out like, "No, what are you doing? I need the title." Then he hits him in the head. The whole show was great. I really thought it was good. I don't know why, but I loved it all. But I loved the women. I don't know what it was. The women finally, like, I just thought that match looked good. The whole thing was good last night.
Mm-hmm. And tonight's Raw, seriously, you had to do 2 concertos to Matt Hardy's skull. Fucking Randy Orton.
It was good. It was. People were pissed. Like, it was good. Matt Hardy looked like he was dead. Like, it was horrific.
Yeah.
But did you see Matt Hardy's? When he was laying on the ground? I couldn't help, because Rebby Hardy, she gets to look at it all the time. But I was focused in on Matt Hardy's ass as he laid on the steps unconscious. Yeah, I mean he's lucky, man. Rebby Hardy, and she gets to look at that all the time. But so did you like Raw tonight?
I didn't like the finish to the show.
Because it was repetitive, or just didn't like it?
First of all, it's repetitive. That fucking disqualification because of Seth.
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick and tired of it.
Yeah, the same thing over and over again is getting pretty old. Thank you for the call, by the way, and I love your area. I want to come out there and gamble.
Hopefully for WrestleMania.
Yeah, you guys should be getting something over there. I don't know why. I mean, now that Los Angeles has 37, then Las Vegas wants 38, the 39, and now people want one over in England or something, so we'll see.
Well, you can thank Mayor Eric Garcetti for that.
Oh, for the possibility?
FYI, I might have pitched it to him.
Oh. Hell yeah, you got to do that. You got to show the interest. You know how much money you could make? Do you know what it's going to be like over here? And then you know how much repeat business we'll get over here? If a lot of people come here for WrestleMania and end up liking it, they'll come back for another vacation. It'd be crazy.
Of course.
Absolutely. It's a good call. Good call, by the way. Good call, man. But yeah, man, thank you. Everybody watching tonight, really much appreciated. Love you all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling. And we'll try to take more calls in the future. I'm sorry Skype has been broken. Still, Skype is broken. That we aren't able to take calls like we used to. I have to wait till I get Jake off to take calls. Shout out to Turkey Club for the 33. Largest donation. We'll see you tomorrow. Buenos noches.
When Raw, SmackDown, WWE, or AEW end, tune in to The Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
Version of monetize that. I'm kinda fat. Monetize that. You can monetize that. I'm kinda fat. Tommy NC, buy me a mask. Tommy NC, I'm kinda fat. Monetize that. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask. Buy me a mask. Do you have $150? Buy me a mask. Would you please buy me a mask? Buy me a mask. I can ask. Buy me a mask. I'm Tommy NC, and I'm kinda fat. Monetize that. Buy me a mask. 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 Some pyroclastic flow. I don't like blacks. Pyroclastic flow. I don't like blacks. Ask me that. Ask me this. Monetize that. Monetize that. Can I get a mask from Tommy NC? I'm fat.